Coach, how was practice the last couple of days after coming off your first losing streak of the season against ranked teams?
Intensely focused, and I mean that not like we didn't run hard, but we really challenged the mental piece of the game, and that's what free throws are, is mentally focused. I don't know what we did on the rebounding side, but I just know that the free throws is all about mental focus, and we went 22 for 23, and that was the first thing I wanted to look at. I didn't look at anything else, and I just think that our upperclassmen really challenged the other players to step up with their mental focus, and they did a good job.
You mentioned those free throws, one of the biggest things against Louisville. What does that say about this team to take something that they didn't do very well and to really nail it on the coffin in this game?
Maturity. This is a very mature team. So they have to sacrifice a lot for the sanctity of the team, and a lot of people aren't willing to do that. This team is willing to do whatever it takes. Like today, DeAsia had to go for 38 in order for us to have a chance. And our other players did, they gathered their ball and they got the heck out of their way. And what did Sophie do? And what did Alyssa and all those guys do? They went for the rebound. We didn't get them all, but they absolutely tried.
You mentioned Alyssa, first time coming off the bench as a freshman. She had been struggling. 10 boards today. What did you see from her rebounding after coming off the bench for the first time?
She just kept playing, and it's almost like we decided, she just started laughing. Like, are you serious? A bunny? I'm missing another bunny? And that's what we got to do. You got to laugh. You can't control the outcome, but you can control the effort. The rebound is the effort. The missed layups that's a circumstance that eludes us sometimes.
What was the conversation like in that huddle at the end of the third quarter when it was still, I believe it was tied, but it was a close game, and then translate that to a double-digit win? What was that conversation like in the huddle?
You know what? It wasn't really a lot of words said because their eyes were so locked in. They were so like, whatever you say, we're going to do it times 10. So I had to be careful what I said, and we decided to go into an offense that was actually a man offense, and they came out in the zone, and that kind of shook them up a little bit, which was what we needed. They were too focused and too serious, and so we got a shot off, and we got a rebound, and we got a foul, but we didn't know what the heck we were doing, and so that was another laughable moment, and that's something you have to do in this game. You got to have fun, and the first two quarters was not fun at all.
And when you talk about Alyssa, how do you make sure her confidence isn't rattled from coming off the bench for the first time and struggling today? How do you make sure her confidence stays where it was before?
She's fine because of the rebounding. You can tell she doesn't care about that stuff that people want to put in social media about. She cares about the outcome of the game, and the more you get the outcome that look like that in the game, the more respect that you're going to get from that mirror. That mirror is you saying, I never left it anything to chance. I gave it my best effort. And if you're sad or you're mad about, I missed a shot or two, that's what you're not going to do. You're not going to be 100% to that mirror. And that's what we're trying to teach our young people, is that this is a microcosm of life, this game of basketball. And how you respond to it is going to be exactly how you respond to the next 70 plus years of your life. How I know I lived it. And my mom always said to me, take that 23rd Psalm with you wherever you go, put it under your pillow, put it in your purse, and know that how you respond, He's watching. Our God, He's watching you, and if you decided you want to take a shortcut or don't go hard because somebody didn't give you a ball or didn't go in, the shot didn't go in, then you know what? You're hurting His feelings. And so that's what I share with our young people. Not about the biblical piece, but about giving it your best effort no matter what.
You may not have an answer now, but are you planning on keeping Sinai in the starting lineup going forward?
I don't have a clue right now what we're doing. I don't look at us like coming off the bench or starting. That doesn't matter. It's who finishes. And Sanaya didn't finish, but man, she played the most effective minutes in the post. But we thought that lineup that we had in was a lineup that we can end the game with, and so we stayed with it.
Coach, DeAsia 38 points today, 2 shy of her career high. She's shooting over 50% from the field and 3. What can you say about her performance?
I mean, I can say so much about this young lady, her performance of character, performance of academic prowess, and her basketball ability. She is one of the most special young ladies that I ever witnessed, let alone coached. And she's 5'4", and she's the biggest kid on the court because she has the biggest heart. And her intensity of purpose is paramount. And I just am so amazed that I must have done something really special for God to choose me to be in this young lady's life, to witness what she's capable of. And we haven't even seen nearly the ceiling yet, but it's on its way.
Coach, we saw Alyssa respond to some struggles today. Sophie Burrows also hasn't been shooting as great, but hitting the rebounds. What does that say about the two freshmen that they are having that response to adversity in their first collegiate season?
I just said I laughed with the freshmen in there because they take care of each other. They took care of each other so well in the game. For them to be two freshmen in playing that many minutes late, Alyssa missed 2 layups and she's getting ready to drop her head a little bit, and out of nowhere here comes Sophie, not once but twice, to give us 2 possessions, and we were able to keep the ball for about 90 seconds. Clock ticking. That's what we do. Sophie takes a shot, Alyssa gets the rebound. Those young ladies are going to be really special, and it's going to be a really fun ACC career for them because they have each other's back right now, and I think that we're in a good place.
Any more questions?
Going back, I just have one more. Going back to Deasia, how have you seen her game and her as a person grow since she first started playing for you at Buffalo until now?
She's doing things now with the ball that I'm wondering if the ball's stuck on her hand or something. I mean, she's pounding that thing and she's tapping that thing and she's escape dribbling that thing and she's getting to the nail with that thing. She's hitting the 3 in people's face. I mean, it was like 50 seconds left on the clock. I said, yo, D, can I just have your autograph? I mean, she said, Coach, you already got it. I said, I need 2. Everything goes to the fair. It's 2 to, it is, we have fun. And she knows that I can't teach her what she's doing, but I can give her permission to become. And as a coach, whoever coaches her at the next level, if you give her permission to become, I promise you, she will not let you down.
Okay, one more.
Yep.
Georgia Woolley seems to always take some tough calls in these games. How tough is Georgia Woolley?
Georgia's one of the toughest players I ever coached, and I mean that. I mean, she's rail thin, and she looks like she can get broken in 2. But when I tell you that kid is a tough young lady, I'm not joking. I love her.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, guys.